What's up, guys? It is Wednesday, October 19th. It's 9:42 a.m. and this is the crypto market update. So we're going to start off with the dollars today, and I'm going to go on the daily chart and we're going to see where we're at. So we got a pop up today. We're seeing the stock RSI cross up now. It's starting to build momentum, and the TSI is looking to cross in with the MACD, and we're still above the 50 line. So we're going to remain bullish until we can get below the 50 line and the RSI, have this TSI not cross up, but start to cross down, and then the stock RSI start to cross down. It is good, though, that the stock RSI is below the 50 line. If we were to cross up through the 50 line, then it's likely we're going to have a rise like that. You can see that when we were down below the 50 line here, once we got the cross up through the 50 line, that's when we went. So horizontal support right there. So there's not much time left for this. This is like a week left. And then with the dollar coiling up as well too right here, we know that there's going to be a massive move soon. If we go to the 4-hour chart, get into the short-term stuff, we can see that we are seeing some momentum. The stock RSI crossing through the 50 line, MACD crossed, TSI crossed, and the pink's trying to get through the blue here. So we could be getting some bullish momentum in the dollar. We'll definitely know in the next few hours here. We just know that if we were to break above 113, like 113.10, hold as support and still have momentum to the upside, then it's likely we're going to retest 114 to like 114.5. And then at that point, we definitely want to be doing like a double top thing, come back down and break, or it continues to rise. So if I go to the daily chart, the 3-day. So right now in the 3-day chart, we're seeing the stock RSI crossing down. We're still have momentum to the downside. And then the TSI is crossed down. MACD is looking like it's losing its momentum here. So probably in the next 2 days, if we've already hit our top, by this Friday, we should see this MACD go red, and then the price starts kind of co-align with that. And you can even see clearer on the 3-day chart the trend line right here. So support. It looked like we were going to break down through here this time, but we got back up, support. So we could come down, retest 100, 110 and still remain bullish. It's when we break 110, that's when we know, all right, things are starting to change. And then ultimately breaking below this 50 moving average around 106 will spell the top of the dollar confirmation for sure, which would ultimately bring us down to the 100 area around here. So let me go to the weekly chart, just checking on that. Yeah. So we're seeing the momentum really kind of slow down, but we're not seeing that reflected in the action of the dollar yet. And that's why cryptos have maintained so flat and so stagnant, because there hasn't been a clear direction yet. Where it's like we're waiting for one moment where the dollar either just rips up or really sells off hard. And then at that moment, that's going to be the catalyst for everybody to realize, all right, cryptos have bottomed and now they're going to shoot, or this is just the beginning to another fall. So we're still watching, still waiting. And so now we got the 10-year yield bonds, and we can see the 12-hour chart. We did break up. So I believe we're talking about a fake breakup to break down. I think we're saying something similar to back here. I think that's what it was. So this is lining up. Definitely similar. If I take the bars pattern and then I take that, you can see it's pretty much lining up similar. And we'd probably be in the final phase right now as far as when we got this EMA ribbon at support, and then we had a sharp rise that on the 12-hour chart. Before the sharp rise, we had pulled down like this, and then now we're having the sharp rise up. So then we had that just before the sharp rise, this kind of flatlining right here. All right here, we had the pull down like this. And now we're having our sharp rise, and now we're having that. And then also too, the TSI is at a lower high than so it's like a hidden bearish divergence where we have a high here and then a higher high, and then high, lower high, just like kind of back here where we had a lower high than these points back over here, which is like the similar point to here. So that's what I'm seeing as far as that goes. If anything, I think maybe we pop up just a little bit more and then we have a pull down like that. That's pretty much extended until maybe the first week, beginning of November. So that's what we need to watch. And then, but if the bond yields rise rapidly and the dollar's rising, that's not good at all. It's really not. That means that we're at the grand finale. So definitely keep that on the radar. And then daily chart for the NASDAQ 100. We're selling off a little bit today. We got rejected by the EMA ribbon, it looks like so far. And you can see that we have this clear trend line coming down like this for support. And then we have this clear resistance that we've kind of been just rejecting off of. So resistance, 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 resistance. So until we break to the upside or the downside, whichever way it's going to be, it will likely be very aggressive in the sense that if we break up here and finally break out of this resistance, it will be a strong move. If we break down here and we break down below this support line, it's going to be a strong move down. We're really at the point where if it breaks down aggressive or breaks up from either way, that it's going to be very violent in whichever way that is. So now let's look at Bitcoin, because right now we're at like 19,100. And if I go to the 12-hour chart, you can see now how much we've been calling up here. What I don't like is a stock RSI on the 12-hour crossing down, but we're not below the 50 yet. TSI looks like it's crossing, and the MACD looks like it's losing momentum. So there are some indicators here that are showing we're losing some strength, but I don't believe that we're gonna break down here like that. I do think that we have already bottomed still, but that could change any moment. So let's see if this kind of selling pressure that we have today is pretty strong by putting up the void lines, and let's see what this is showing us. And then I'm going to hide the Stargate indicator. All right, we got the void lines. So you can see that when we have a strong move, both mouths of the void lines will like stretch out like that. If it's a strong move, if it's not a strong move, you won't see that type of action. So that's how we can spot fake outs. So right now, if I were to say, if we were to break 18,800 and like have a strong move down from this to the bottom of this channel or the void lines, then it's likely that both mouths are going to open up, and that's going to be a scary moment. And we would need to hold these lows over here around $18,400 and have it be like a quick, immediate kind of knee jerk back up. So like anything that falls down here, this is the type of buyback I want to see. I don't want to see us come down here, kind of go sideways, hang out for a bit, because that will spell disaster. That's like one of these kind of things right before you really sell off hard. So like if we do pull down, I want to see an immediate knee jerk reaction back up. And let's check the lower time frames, like the 1 hour, see kind of where the momentum is for the moment. And we could easily pull down from this low, this high, stretch it out. Yeah, like 18,500 to 18,800. Let me pull from here to here. And we can see from this low to this high. Right now, we found some support at the 786. Broke through it earlier this morning, but this 1 hour chart closes in 5 minutes. So it's like we could close the body right at it. And that's sitting around like 19,125. Definitely 19,000 is the key level to hold. Let's go to the 30-minute, see a little bit closer up. Yeah, we're trying to get up here. You can see that on the 15-minute, like we had price try to pop up when the stock market opened today at 9:30, but now we push back down. But it looks like we're trying to get back up again. But it remains to be unseen. It really matters what the dollar is going to do. And the bond yields, like up 2% today for the bond yields, dollar up like 0.77%, 15-minute chart for the dollar. We can see that we are looking like, so we flipped the EMA ribbon. So in the short term, the momentum's up. We're holding that as support. So we definitely got to be on watching it today, because at any moment, it's going to happen at any moment. So we're looking at XRP right now. I take the low to the high, stretch it out. You can see that we're right at the 786 right now. We're trying to hold it as support. That's around like 45.5 cents. If we do break down from that point and we break 44 cents, it's likely 40 cents is right in the cards. So I would say, yeah, if we break 44 cents, which is this low over here, then we would be retesting 44 cents. And if we break that, it's likely we're going to come down to 42 cents. We break that 40 cents to 38 cents. You can even see that the momentum for XRP right now in the 4-hour chart is starting to curl over a little bit. So very kind of similar to back here in a sense. We already got like some signs here that like you see the vertical blue, meaning that we're seeing the bears in control. We see that we're below the 50 line in the RSI. We see that we're below the 0 line in the MACD and TSI, and the stock RSI is down in this oversold area. So right now, like it's not in favor of bullish momentum. I'm just going to have to tell it to you straight. But if we can see these indicators start to curl back up and show some strength, then we'll get out of the woods here. But right now, there's a lot more risk to the downside than there was before, because right now we're breaking these moving averages that are key. You can see that when we break the 4-hour moving average and or when we flip the EMA ribbon from bullish to bearish, and then we get below the 50 moving average and the 200 moving average, and we get rejected by the EMA ribbon and get our confirmation, that's never good. Yeah. Usually when you're about to get a golden cross like that, you do see price. Everybody thinks it's going to be bullish, but price action actually starts to stall at that point. Like right here, when we got the golden cross right here, it was like the price already had went up. So it wouldn't be out of the realms a possibility to come back down, retest those retracements, which is all good. As far as I'm concerned, I'm ready to load up on more XRP. I don't think it's going anywhere. So like I'll take it at a cheaper price. We know we're so very close to all these big events happening, which will contribute to price rising. So like if I can get another chance to get it in the 30 cents area, 38 cents, so be it, you know? So now 5-day chart, we can see the EMA ribbon around 43 cents for the support, and then like 52, 55 cents for the resistance we need to break through. So those are the things we need to watch. Definitely going to see a strong move in the next couple of days here, definitely by Sunday. And we got to be watching the dollar, bond yields, stock market, as well as Bitcoin, because it runs the market as well too. And then XRP, because it's kind of been its own kind of beast here. So keep on alert today. Watch the Discord, watch for the sell signals, and I'll see you in there.